After 22 years of civil strife and political turmoil, a new era has dawned on Somalia, and the country is embarking on the dynamic path of political and economic renewal. This is after successful liberation of large territory from the control of Al-Shabaab militia last year by the African Union Mission in Somalia, AMISOM, which widened a window of opportunity for lasting peace in Somalia. Many investors are now seeing Somalia as an increasingly enticing market for investment as the country starts rebuilding from scratch. Simatek Shipping, one of the largest feeder service companies in the Gulf, the Indian subcontinent, Far East and East Africa, has started providing services at Mogadishu port in Somalia. Country manager in Somalia, Norman Akram, says things are looking bright and that this was the time for investors to venture into the country.
My first visit to Mogadishu was in January 2012. We were approached by many NGOs and UN organizations to offer logistics facilities in Port of Mogadishu. And we went there, we found good people who were able to support us, guide us right way, and we were able to set up our logistics business in Somalia early 2012. But after going there many times, we realized that there's a huge potential and opportunity to offer a container liner service. But to be able to bring a container ship, it was very important to have a terminal facility which can handle the containers.
The firm has, however, urged banks, especially from the East African region, to take the lead, adding that significant requirement at this stage in Somalia is provision of financial services to allow easy flow of money.
Now is the time to move on. The biggest requirement at this stage, what I feel, is to have a SWIFT code, the banking transaction open for Somalia. Banking, because with the current situation, we cannot move funds in and out of Somalia. So that is one thing which is can make a change, make a really huge difference in how business is being done in Somalia now.
Jazeera Palace Hotel is another investment which, according to the general manager Justus Kisaulu, saw the business opportunity in Somalia and took the risk. Despite insecurity situation at the time, the five-star hotel was constructed in 2010, and as Kisaulu says, they were ready to take the risk by believing that there would be peace at some time in the country.
The security graph has been increasing, that is number one. And for us to have a hotel of about 70 rooms with the standard rooms, deluxe rooms, and even executive rooms like presidential suites, that means the business is there, potential is there. And apart from the accommodation business, we're also doing a restaurant, we're also doing conferences. We have about 3 conference rooms, a capacity of about 300 people. And we had one of the big conferences, that is the Judges Conference, which was opened and crossed by His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, which was very successful.
He says the hotel has been able to attract all kinds of tourists, with one of their marketing strategies being assuring their customers of total security and giving good services. All the visitors have to be accompanied by armed security officers from the airport to the hotel and vice versa.
The security of the hotel is we have invested on blast-proof windows. We have CCTV cameras everywhere. We have electric wire fence, and we have also watchtowers around the hotel, manned by armed guards. So we have invested also heavily on security, but it has paid off.
Issues to be addressed in the country include infrastructure and provision of basic social amenities like water, food, proper shelter, energy, among others.
If I'm talking about Kenya having that 1% penetration of electricity, you can imagine what is the penetration of electricity in Somalia. Must be a lot less. So that means there's a lot of people in Somalia are living off grid. On one hand, on the other hand, they are going to have to rely on kerosene, perhaps on charcoal, perhaps on firewood, a lot of not clean energy sources. So we are here to open our arms to the Somali community that we can help you light your homes in an affordable manner, in a sustainable manner, in a clean manner.
The first Somali Reconstruction and Investment Conference and exhibition held in Nairobi last week was evidence that indeed the Somali government was open for investors. For Capital Business, this is Margaret Wahito.